What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Chris, this is 4K Motoring, and today we've got a pretty exciting product from Bolt Locks. This company makes a series of locks that claim to use your car key, so you don't have to carry an extra one with you, and the first time you insert it, it claims to learn your key and work only with your key. We're going to go ahead and put that to the test, see how these work and see how they look on the back of the vehicle. This company was nice enough to send these to me for testing, and I'm going to give you my honest feedback when I install them, on my experience, and what I think about them overall. So for the Nissan Titan series, there is not a lot on the Bolt Industries website as far as accessories for this truck specifically. Some of the Jeeps and other manufacturers, they have all sorts of interior compartments and different locks that work with the vehicle, OEM style, that use your OEM key. For the Nissan Titan, what they had instead was a bunch of these universal parts, such as receiver pins and recovery hooks. So simply we're going to start with this bolt key here, this receiver pin, and we're going to open it up. So once we have it out of the package, we see we have our bolt lock that has a cover over it that has a very clear warning on it, and just a standard receiver pin. The instructions, very easy to see. Tear off lock seal, which is this little piece of paper. Insert key fully, and it does note, make sure you use the actual key you're going to keep with this device. That way it codes correctly. And then we're going to rotate the key clockwise until it stops. And then it says it is now coded to your key. I have my Nissan keys here, and although Nissan key fobs do pull out to have a key in them, the key I always carry around with me, just to use in the Titan boxes, is this one here. I'm going to go ahead and use that one to insert. We're going to tear off our seal, and it's got some rubber molding over top that I guess we can probably get rid of. We're going to go ahead and, as it says, insert key fully. Key is fully inserted. We're going to rotate clockwise until it stops. Alright, it has stopped. Rotate it all the way around. And then we have removed it, and now it should be coded to our key. So the first time I put it in, it rotated about 180 degrees completely around. Now we're getting about 90 degrees out of it, so that's part of the coding process. Just to see if it works, I'm going to go ahead and remove this key, which should be coded the same, and that does work as well. So we are good to go with that key coding. Overall, that seems like it was really a pretty cool process and a pretty easy process. We're going to go ahead and install this recovery hook as well that's going to use the same bolt lock factory key. See, it's right here. And go ahead and install that in our receiver hitch, trade out the old trailer hitch that we've been carrying around that's rusted through pretty well. And we're going to see if this whole system fits together on the Nissan Titan XD. The instructions for this recovery hook are pretty easy to read about coding the key and then installing the pin. You are going to need some snap ring pliers. I'll leave a link to a set of those in the description below. But overall, it installs pretty cleanly, and there it is. One thing it does not include is washers to go in between this hook, depending on the size of the actual tab you have, whether it's built into the bumper or a receiver style one like this. Again, I'll link that below. That is not made by Bolt, but it does work with this particular hook. And we can see they're both using the factory key. This one requires snap pliers and the factory key, so that seems kind of silly to put on a hook like this, but at least this part here makes sense, and that actually works really well and is definitely something I'd recommend for any truck. Well, guys, the locks really are that easy to set up and code. Like I said, the receiver pin with the factory vehicle key is a huge, huge upgrade to this truck. Instead of having to carry an extra set of keys around and make sure you have them with you if you want to change your hitch receiver, the factory key now works, and that is an awesome accessory. This recovery hook is pretty cool, and if you had aftermarket bumper, these would be pretty cool to add. I don't know if I'm really going to drive around with anything like this. I think the noise that it would make from rattling around is going to be pretty annoying, so that may just end up staying in the truck in the Titan boxes as a recovery hook just to have, and I may end up putting the trailer hitch back on this vehicle, but still a pretty cool product from Bolt. Like I said, this recovery hook is a well-built hook They're both rated right about 10,000 pounds working load. They do specify they have over 24,000 pounds of braking force, but their working load without causing damage is right around 10,000 pounds. This truck is just under 7,000 pounds. Really, that should be fine for most applications. Check out their website to see their full line of products. Like I said, for the Nissan Titan specifically, there's not a lot of very vehicle-specific parts yet, but there's a lot of universal security things, such as the receiver hitch pin. There's a lot of safety and security things for tie-downs, all using your factory vehicle key, and I think that's a great addition and just one way to simplify all your security needs for your vehicle. If you guys have used any products like this in the past, let me know what you used. If you found any benefits or limitations to them, let me know. I'd love to hear about it. Again, thank you to Bolt Locks for sending these out to me for me to try. Like I said, go ahead and check out their website. They've got a big array of security features for all your vehicles. Vehicles other than the Nissan Titan, they have some interior accessories as well, all using the vehicle key for their own locks. That way you only need to carry one around with you, and it takes care of everything on the vehicle, really makes it feel pretty refined. Thank you for watching 4K Motoring. Hope you found this a little bit interesting. We do have some Corvette projects in the works, so there will be some more videos on that soon. I know we've been neglecting it with our multi-strata ventures here recently, so stay tuned. There's going to be a lot more this summer. If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe. We'll see you soon.